Everyone I Kissed Since You Got Famous by May Marble, which is actually two authors. I believe they're a married couple. Don't quote me on that. This is a celebrity, second chance, high school best friends, reconnecting romance. So we have Katie Price, who every time I heard her name, I thought of both Katy Perry and Chloe Price, who are two very different people. But Katie Price and Will Green were childhood friends. Their parents were really close friends. Their moms know each other. So they grew up around each other, but they weren't super close until senior year of high school when they were almost sort of a couple, but nothing happened. Neither of them fully admitted their feelings for each other, but they did have feelings for each other. And then they lost touch after high school. We're like 10 years later. I think they're in their early 30s now. Katie Price is a very famous actress, nominated for an Oscar at 19, big shot, rich, lives in LA. And Will is an insurance adjuster, but more importantly, she runs a TikTok account with like 1 million followers where she just makes out with people. That's the thing. She just makes out with a different person in every video, like a social experiment, just kind of thing. The short version of the summary is they reconnect and fall in love, as you'd expect. The long version is there's a lot of interpersonal and like personal drama and just like self growth. So anyway, I like this book. I want to start with that because I feel like a lot of what I'm going to talk about is criticisms, but like minor criticisms. I still enjoyed this book. I like these characters. I really liked their like history, their backstory, and how they knew each other, and how they've grown up together, and how they basically never stopped thinking about each other over these years, even though they weren't talking. They're very much like soulmates. It's like a cute high school sweethearts kind of thing. I liked their chemistry. It's good. It's a good romance. This is a romance novel, and the romance between them is cute. I did feel at times that they didn't act on their feelings in a realistic way. It felt like they were drawing it out sort of for reader suspense, like you could see the author's hand a bit. Because basically when they first reconnect, the conversation is basically, I'm really attracted to you. That's cool. I'm really attracted to you too. Sick. Did you know that I was in love with you in high school? Yeah, I was in love with you in high school. That's awesome. And then they don't do anything. They just like hang out and flirt and like never even try to make a move on each other. And they do have good reasons to not make a move on each other. Like Katie's famous. She knows that if she dates someone, it's going to be in the public eye. She hasn't dated anyone in a long time. She doesn't want to deal with the drama and the invasion of her personal life. Will's at a point in her life where she wants to change her career. She wants to go to law school. And so she's like looking at schools and is busy and like doing other things. So like they both have genuine excuses for not immediately jumping headfirst into a relationship, but they don't even talk about those immediately. Like in most books you'd expect them to be like, wow, we really have chemistry. Hold on though, don't kiss me. I can't date you, I'm famous. Or like, I can't date you, I have other things going on right now and I got commitment issues or whatever. But they just like both don't even talk about it. And they like flirt, but like they don't discuss it in sort of a weird way at first. They do eventually talk about it. That element gets a bit more realistic once they do. But it was just slightly weird at first. There's also a thing where after they admit they like each other, and they both know it, Will has a thing. She's the one with the kissing TikTok where she kisses random people. And she says that if she kissed someone she was really in love with and really wanted to start a relationship with, then she'd stop doing her TikTok. And so she's very hesitant to kiss Katie because it's sort of like she knows she's in love with Katie and she knows Katie's in love with her. And she knows that once they kiss, it starts a new era. She doesn't want to be with anyone else. She wants to be very exclusive. So this TikTok's a weird thing. Even though it's, I don't know, it's just weird. They put so much stock into this TikTok account where she's just making out with people. I mean, she has 1 million followers, so she's like, everyone knows who she is. She's famous in her own right. But like, there's a point where Katie, she's the actress, but she's also starting her own production company. And she's directed a few things. She directs this 60-second TikTok, which is just two people making out. Like, they don't even really talk at all. There's no like interview portion. It's just 60 seconds of people making out. And when she directs this, everyone's like, oh my god, what a directorial debut. The cinematography, they're like mind blown by the fact that this actress just nailed the 60-second clip, which I'm pretty sure was shot on just like one phone. I don't even know if it mentions changing angles or anything. They're like blown away by this fucking TikTok. And like that felt a bit overdone. Like, you know, for sort of plot convenience in a way, maybe. I also wondered, can you just have a TikTok where you just make out with people? Is that allowed? Because you know you're not supposed to have like super sexual content or anything. Which it's not necessarily sexual because it's about like, I don't know, the meeting of minds and the nervousness and the hesitance of getting to know someone, and people are like touched by this. I don't know. But the main character wants to go to law school, and she's like very knowledgeable on TikTok in terms of service, and she actually like helps other creators out. And so I guess she would know if it's allowed. I guess it's allowed. Whatever. That doesn't matter at all. So that was a little weird, but it's not that weird. It's like, who cares? Like, I can suspend my disbelief a bit, but it did just make you question sort of the realism of some of these things. And this book felt, I think, longer than it needed to be. I think this could have been pared down and refined and just edited a little more. It's not that it's bad writing, it's just, you sort of know a lot about these characters, and you don't necessarily need all of these details, because it's all sort of minor. A lot of the plot of this book is like little side things. Like there's a thing about their high school teacher who they were convinced was having an affair or leading a double life with two families. There's a thing with Kate's ex, who was like a 30-year-old man dating an 18-year-old girl in Hollywood, and how he's like a douchebag. I guess that's a pretty big part of the novel. You couldn't take that out. They both have things with their cats. So Will has this very geriatric cat, and Katie has 3 cats that they have the buttons where they can talk, and she's taught them to communicate, which is fun, but like, I don't know that we needed this. I suppose it tells you something about the characters, because Will's geriatric cat is old. She's really attached to this cat. She's really clinging onto it. And Will is very stagnant in her life. Ever since her father died, she's really like held on to things. She's stayed in the town she grew up in. She hasn't pursued law school, even though she knows she wants to be a lawyer. She's just sort of very sort of content and is reluctant to change her life. And she has this list of things that she should do, but just like hasn't got around to, that are like self-improvement or career growth, or, you know, like major life things she should probably get around to, but she just sort of can't bring herself to motivate herself to do that. So the old cat and clinging on to the past is sort of representative of that, you could say. And then Katie doesn't have a lot of friends because she's famous. She doesn't trust a lot of people. She doesn't date because of her shitty ex-boyfriend. And so the fact that she spends a lot of time with these cats and really connects with them and literally communicates with them shows that, you know, she doesn't have this human interaction in her life, and she's sort of missing that. And so she finds it in this odd place where she can, in an unconventional way, because she can't do things conventionally because she's famous. So like, I guess all of those little details tell you something about the characters, but like, we kind of already know that about those characters, so maybe it's repetitive information that, I don't know, I just feel like parts of this could have been pared down and could have been streamlined, because really this is a very simple story about 2 people who reconnect and confront their feelings that they felt for each other in high school and now, and, you know, figure it out and figure their lives out, and learn some self-confidence and learn to let go of the past, or learn to triumph over the negative parts of your past and move forward and do your own thing and sort of reclaim your own identity and do it with the people you actually care about. But I think, I don't know, it could have done with another slightly bigger editing pass maybe, but I don't really know what you take out. I don't know, I'm not the editor. My cat's here. We should take out the cats. Take the cats out of the book. Take the cats out of the book review. You see how that cat wasn't necessary? And you see how it keeps coming back again and again? I just remembered I made notes, and I remembered that I was gonna wear my High School Musical jersey because the school they go to is East High, which is the same school name as the high school and High School Musical. So missed opportunity there. That's fun. That's it. Okay, that's all I had to say. We'll keep it short. It was good though. I liked their romance. I liked the tension between them. There was one more thing actually. So they don't kiss. So they're like in that flirting stage where they know they're attracted to each other, and they sort of know this is gonna be something, but they just like don't put a date on it and they don't talk about it. Whatever. So they're flirting. They're not allowed to kiss, but they do like hook up. And like I guess, maybe kissing for a lot of people, some people, is more important or more indicative of like a romantic connection, if you kiss someone you love. I don't know. Because Will's kissing people all the time, just casually. I guess she doesn't want to kiss Katie casually. And she knows that their kiss wouldn't be casual. But then why is their sex casual? That would elicit just as strong as an emotional connection as a kiss. I would think. Maybe not. I don't know. But they do fool around even when they're not allowed to kiss. And I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, it is a good book. They do have good romantic tension. There's some steamy scenes. They're a cute couple. And you know they're gonna end up together, and you're happy when they end up together, and you like the way they help each other, or like support each other is the thing, and really understand each other, and are able to offer each other things that the other is missing in their lives up until this point. So it's a cute story. It's a good book. I liked it. But it's like a 3-star, which is pretty average. Like a good, solid, average romance novel. Nothing crazy, but nothing crazy bad either. So, decent.